Hello guys, hope all of you are in the pink of your health. Today the episode what we are going to see is numbered as 192. So it is the 42nd video of this book review and we are continuing with chapter 12. And the title for today's video I have chosen from the book itself. It is Your Subconscious is All Wise. All wise. That is, your subconscious mind has lot of wisdom. I have already told you in many places the difference between knowledge and wisdom. If you go to internet and search for something, if you type something, you get all the details. That is the knowledge. Whereas you experience something in your own life, or you see something happening in somebody else's life and you learn a lesson out of it. That is the wisdom. Wise is the wisdom which you get out of your experience. Okay, and Dr. Joseph Murphy says that your subconscious mind is all wise, because here he is narrating an incident which has happened in his own life. Okay, so in this book, Dr. Joseph Murphy has collected many incidences which had happened in the lives of many people all over the world, because his topic is the power of subconscious mind. So he has been collecting data from all kinds of research works, papers, newspapers, journals, magazines, and directly by talking to people. See, he has done a lot of research work, back-end work before writing a book. And last time when somebody met me, she said, okay, you are writing, you are doing the book review, but whatever Dr. Murphy says, mostly it is based on somebody else's life. How can you take it that it is true? Dear friends, please understand one thing. I have also written 2 or 3 books. I know how difficult it is to write a book. When you use a particular word, you are answerable for that. You are answerable to the public as to why you have used the word. So a great personality like Dr. Joseph Murphy, when he wants to write a book, when he thought of writing a book, he did not do it on his own. He did not cook up stories. He actually collected, he gathered information, and he added some of his own personal life incidences also. So it cannot be wrong. I fully understand. I fully accept whatever he says. Okay. Now, in this video, I am going to tell you one incident which happened in Dr. Joseph Murphy's life. Okay. Saved from certain disaster. You know what a disaster is. How dangerous it is. Okay. So, he says, this is how he starts. I will illustrate how the wisdom of your subconscious mind can instruct you and protect you relative to your request for right actions as you go to sleep. Relative to your request, based on your request. It is like using the AI tool in the present age, where you have to be extra careful about giving a prompt. If your prompt is wrong, the answer will be wrong. You cannot simply copy paste and do it. Okay, like that, your subconscious mind gives you an answer relative to your request for right action as you go to sleep. When should you request? Before you fall asleep. Okay, then he says, many years ago, before the Second World War, I was offered a very lucrative assignment in the Orient. So Dr. Murphy was offered a very good job with very high salary. and I prayed for guidance and right decision as follows. So he prayed, he might have inquired about it, he might have talked to different people about it, he would have gathered some information, but finally when it comes to taking his own decision, he relied on his subconscious mind. So he prayed like this: the infinite intelligence within me knows all things. What is the infinite intelligence? My subconscious mind. Okay, so the infinite intelligence within me knows all things, and the right decision is revealed to me in the divine order. Divine order. I will recognize the answer when it comes. So he is putting a request, he is putting an application to the subconscious mind to give him the right answer as per the divine order. Earlier also in one or two videos I have insisted upon this. Now what do you mean by divine order? See, by divine order, it is the order of the universe. It is the order of your creator. It is the order of your God. Okay, let it happen. Let the subconscious mind reveal to me the answer in accordance with the universal consciousness. You understand? That is very important. In many places I have used this word. See, like, I am a crorepati as per the divine order, and it is so. I insisted on using this also. As per the divine order, and it is so. It is so means it is the order from above. So let my subconscious mind give me an answer in accordance to the divine order, in accordance to the thinking of the universe or God or nature, some supernatural power, whatever you believe in. You understand? So I will recognize the answer when it comes. I will understand, I will take the answer. I am shrewd enough to accept the answer, to identify the answer when my subconscious mind gives me the answer. Okay, so I repeated this simple prayer over and over again as a lullaby and a prayer to sleep and in a dream. This is the climax. So he said this a few times and he fell asleep. And in his dream, an old friend appeared in the dream and said, read these headlines. What is it written? Do not go. So in his dream, his own friend came and showed him a newspaper cutting where it is written, where it is printed, do not go. The headlines of the newspaper which appeared in the dream related to war and the attack on Pearl Harbor during the Second World War time. The attack was done by Japan against US in the area called the Pearl Harbor. It's a very beautiful place. Yeah, I have read a lot of things about Pearl Harbor. And even today, see, at the end of the World War II, there was a treaty agreement signed by the Japan and US, and all those copies are kept in the Pearl Harbor museum. If you go today also, you can see that. Okay, so the beauty is, the World War II happened 3 years after his request. World War did not break out immediately. World War happened 3 years after his request. So what is the speciality or what is the characteristic feature of the subconscious mind? See, it knows the past, it knows the present, and it also knows about the future. So after 3 years, when the Second World War broke out, you see, in the New York Times is a very famous newspaper. Okay, in the New York Times, about 3 years prior to the tragedy of Pearl Harbor, okay, this what he saw in his dream, do not go, was printed large in the daily newspaper by the name New York Times. When? After 3 years. This is the climax. So, his subconscious mind identified what is going to happen after 3 years and how it will be printed in the newspaper. That same scene, his subconscious mind showed to him in the form of a friend in his dream. No wonder he reiterates the statement that your subconscious mind is all wise. Are you able to understand the impact of it? So, as he saw in the dream, he rejected the order and he went along in a different way. Okay. So, my subconscious mind is one. It is one with the universal subconscious mind. Universe has a subconscious mind. Each and every one of us is endowed with the subconscious mind. Okay, so my subconscious mind, when my subconscious mind is in line with the subconscious mind of the universe, then I will be able to know what is going to happen in future. You understand? My subconscious mind is one with the universal conscious, and it knew the Japanese were planning a war, and it also knew when the war would start. So it advised the person not to take up the job. You see, somehow it touched me so much when I read. And he says, the dream I had clearly the dream I had showed clearly the headlines in the New York Times about 3 years prior to the tragedy of Pearl Harbor. In consequence of this dream, I immediately cancelled the trip and I felt a subconscious compulsion to do so. 3 years later, the Second World War proved the truth of the inner voice of my intuition. And he says that when you place a request in front of your subconscious mind, it will give the answer as one of your close relatives on whom you trust a lot. It can be your mother, it can be your father, it can be your girlfriend, it can be your employer, it can be your close friend. That's how, through one of his friends in the dream, it showed, do not go. So, in any form, the subconscious mind may tell you the answer, give you the directions. Only thing is, we should be alert enough to understand it, accept it, and follow it. So, if you follow, it is good for you. If you do not follow, you will meet the consequences. You will reap the harvest. That's all. Isn't it? So, what a great idea. Right? So, this is how, see, when somebody comes and tells me, oh, Vatsala, please pray for me, pray for my speedy recovery, or pray that my son should do the exam well. I am wondering why these people are like this, so meek, and they lack self-confidence totally. That's why they are requesting their friends or relatives to do the prayer for them. Why should somebody else do the prayer for me? I will never ask anyone, please pray for me, please bless me, or please pray that my daughter should do well in her exams. Why should you beg somebody else when you are an all-power machine? You are an all-power entity in the universe. Each and every human being is endowed with this unfathomable, infinite intelligence, which is all wise. You have it with you. You understand the potential of it, tap at it, get it, be happy. Okay, so this is the news or this is the matter which he wants to convey, and somehow I liked it very much. That's why I thought exclusively I will do a small video for this incident, what Dr. Murphy has written. Maybe it may not, maybe it has happened in his life. That's why everywhere he has given I like that. So I hope you understand the infinite intelligence of your own subconscious mind. Better turn to it and lead a very, very happy and successful life. May God bless you.